Hey boys, congrats on the potty. Love
Yeah,
listening to a
bro.
couple of old ex-chefs like myself reflecting on madness of service and
Bruce.
things going on in the hospo industry.
Fuck, I would have loved to work with
Mate, who would
Bruce.
have thought that when I fell into it at the age of 15, I'd give it 26 years of my life. The things I reflect on, like you guys probably, is what drew you to it and what kept you in it, you know? What kept it in it for me was, I guess, camaraderie, you know, fighting in the trenches with guys that, you know, were there for the same reason, you know. We wanted to fight time and mediocrity, and I saw things in kitchens over the years that I'm sure that, you know, would can make people really wonder why we were there.
Yeah.
Tell us,
But loved
Bruce.
every second of it. Love hearing you guys talking about it. I mean, I'm a long time out of the game, but what it does for me is it takes it back and really gives me something to think about as to why I did it and where it's put me now, you know.
I love Bruce.
Yeah, I do agree, Bruce. It kept you in it. That was very interesting. Camaraderie kept you in it.
Yeah.
What it was for me was like anytime I ended up changing job, it was like a whole new bunch of friends
Yeah.
and a whole new bunch of girls and like a whole new bunch of the same person and people, but in a new area, in a new place, in a new location.
Yeah.
Like there was always, you know, the druggy guy and the really like, you know, stuck up young kid that wants to be a chef and
Yeah.
isn't going to get involved in anything. And the manager was either a man or a woman who was skinny and tall and running around and being a jerk. But also when you got him out of the bar, they'd fucking get wasted more than anyone else, you know?
Yeah, but like even look, I didn't really get along with some people off and on whenever. Even if it was just for a day, it's still service time came, so you were like help each other out and you're all in it together.
Yeah. Yeah, and I even miss that now that like it doesn't matter if you like someone or don't like someone, you all just got your job done at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then went home.
Yeah.
Whereas in the real world I've struggled with that. That if someone doesn't like you, now you've got an enemy and they're trying to like, you know,
Yeah.
fuck you over a little bit, especially in the comedy game.
Yeah, right.
You know, there isn't a common goal at the end of it. Like you can't just walk past or brush past the fact that you don't like each other and just get on with your lives. It's got to be, now you've got an enemy. Do you know? Well, I didn't have that many enemies in kitchens. You didn't like that person. He was a...
Dude, people like that have had blow ups at me or I've had blow ups at them, we still chat now. It's not even like an issue.
Yeah.
It doesn't even come up. It's just like we dealt with it. We've chatted about it before, but it's like you deal with someone face to face. It's not like a fighting thing or anything. It's just like you've already dealt with them.
Yeah.
On to the next day.
And I guess there's no way to
Or
backstab
dealt with
them.
each other. You're going to go, well, there's no hiding.
Yeah.
It's very. I actually think it's very healthy that way.
Yeah.
Where you can just say someone's face.
I agree.
Yeah.
Totally. And get it done and out of the way. And
There's no stewing over anything. There's no time for it. Yeah.
And because they're small areas, they're small locations, you're not actually really bitching that much about other people because they're right next to you. You know, like they're
That
around.
shit comes from the fucking. I used to find all the if the pastry kitchens were particularly sort of segmented off or something. That's where all that shit would come from because someone would walk in and bitch about someone, and then
Yeah.
but it was more venting. It wasn't like trying to start shit.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was more like I got to vent to someone that's not standing next to me for fucking 10 hours. Or is constantly watching me baste fucking lamb rump or something. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I used to love having little tiffs with people in the kitchen.
I didn't mind it. You
Like
got to do something.
face to face.
Yeah.
Just like you could tell someone that you didn't like them and
Yeah.
you thought they were shit and what you're doing right now is shit.
Yeah.
And everything you've ever done is shit. And then
Yeah.
they would say some shit to you.
Yeah.
But you're getting on with your day and there's no like
Yeah.
there's no repercussion of
Realistically,
people getting
everything they're doing
fired.
is perfect as well.
Yeah. But that's what even made it funnier. It's like when you're going after someone and we're all pretty good at our job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
We're all practical, good, organized people, and then you're just giving them shit about stuff.
Yeah.
That used to make my day. I used to love that.
I remember like telling this. I don't know. I mean, obviously just usual shit, but like I remember, we had this one dish. It was like quail. It was fucking tunnel bone quail with some shit. People used to. I used to have a bit in the oven because I had hot spots in this particular oven. So I was like, if I put it up there, I'm good for a bit. it'll get to where it needs to be. But if people keep like moving all the trays around or putting it down the bottom, or I'm kind of my timing's all off. So I used to say like, fucking, can you stop touching my fucking quail? I remember having the thing with some bloke. He's like, I'll touch your fucking quail anytime I want. And I was like, that's fine. So I just kept just deliberately moving his stuff around.
Wow.
And then he would be like, oh, yeah. And then it just stopped happening because it was like, yeah, well, now, I get it. So every time I'm in the oven, I'm moving your shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. But it's the same as like, yeah, fucking, you can't cook quail, cunt. And I was like, well, you're about to not be able to cook your shit either. Yeah. But that's just like a learning thing. Is like, it means something. It's not like you're being a little bit dramatic and you're like, I'm not. It's like it's helping us.
The justice of a kitchen, man.
None of it meant anything either. Do you know what? If he left a quail in there, I'm talking like 5 or 10 seconds difference. It's not like now you realise. Now you're like,
now
oh,
you know.
Christ.
But at the time, I was like,
you fucking cunt.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't touch my shit.
Touch my shit at all. I got this. And I'm always perfect. I remember people always stealing my fucking butter. I used to have butter wars. I used to always have it diced, ready to go, everything like that. And people would just steal it because it's just ready to go.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, yeah, but you got too much of it. And it's like, it will get used by me.
Don't take my prep.
Yeah.
That's a nice one as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of my going on as well. My prep, my butter, my quail, my pan.
You definitely got to own your section. Because someone will... Because you fuck up, it's on you. It's on you and it's on your section, so it's not...
Yeah.
And it's not like someone's going to come in and go, oh, well, that section's hard.
Yeah.
So and let him get away with it.
There's no excuse as well. Like, that's what I like about a kitchen.
That's exactly what it is.
It's not like, oh, no, he took my butter because then, therefore, it's like, no one cares about excuses.
Yeah, so you look after it.
So then now it is on you and your responsibility, and now you're self-policing.
Yeah.
You know? You're grabbing the shit, you're moving the stuff, you're stopping people from doing things because there's no excuse on the other side of it to the chef about, like, why you haven't done something.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas in the real world, I feel like I am constantly... And it's hard because I was 15 years in a kitchen. I'm constantly talking to people about their excuses of why.
Yeah.
Why this hadn't happened, why that hasn't happened. And it's hard when you're not used to that kind of shit. You know? And when I first got out of kitchens, all of these excuses and whys and all the things that you don't do in kitchens, I was still in a kitchen, so I'd get really angry and I would confront people and talk to people and say things.
Yeah.
And that would only make the situation worse.
Right.
In an office where, like, I'm like, oh, no, you've done the wrong thing. This isn't good and that's not good. And then they gave me a bunch of excuses. And I'm like, I don't need an excuse. That's crap. And everyone's like, whoa, Tim's a real bad apple.
I was definitely met with that. Like, it's not my fault. It's the computer's fault. And you're like, why are you even saying this out loud? This is already over. You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll keep going.
They act like you've fully dressed them down when you've like, hey, do you mind sending me that when it just comes through?
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, what happened was it? You're like, what?
What is this?
What is this bitch?
What are you doing?
Yeah, but then that's the problem. That's when the problem occurs for me. It's like, yo, that's cool. So next time I go, like, do I have to repeat myself? Did you not understand?
Yeah.
All I want is if there's a message from me, just give it to me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, but what you have to understand is, you're like, no, I get it. What do you want me to say to make you believe I understand what you're saying? Yeah. You're dumb. You're dumb and you don't have any work ethic. Yeah. That's what I want to say.
My attitude was a lot of the time when I first came out of kitchens was, are we working or not working?
Yeah, yeah.
If we're working,
it's on.
This is what's happening.
It's 110%
If
on.
we're not working, I'll go home because I don't want to be here unless I'm working.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're just dragging out a day for no reason.
What are we doing? Are we working?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. I say things, you say things, stuff gets done. Yeah. Not an excuse fucking roller coaster that we go on.
For the rest of the week.
Yeah, about why we can't do things. Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah.
I got the feeling that it was all about people trying to justify how much money they were getting paid.
It's justifying their role.
Like they're all trying to...
Doesn't matter if it's money or not.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That they're important because they're always trying to show how important they are and how much work they're doing by not doing any work.
Yeah.
And I always found that just so confusing.
You could just do your work.
Yeah. So what you're actually trying to do
Yeah.
is not work and get paid as much as you can.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do.
I know.
Bruce, get back to us. Send us the second part of that message, brother. Love to hear from you. 26 years is a long time.
Bruce sends us. I know who. I've just realised who Bruce is. He sends us heaps of DMs. He's a good guy.
Oh, fuck
I think
yeah.
we probably run.
And messages. Chef Bruce.
Yeah, Chef Bruce.
Yeah, rock on.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, brother.
Chef Bruce. Every single one of our followers is Chef something.
Yeah.
It's such a dynamic fucking follower base.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.